Kia ora and welcome back. My name's Zoe Stebe, your vocal coach for today, and welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to have you here. You can find reactions and analyses to your favorite artists so that you can learn to sing more like them in the comfort of your own home. I've also got warm-ups, technique videos, talks with professional musicians. Go and check it out. I'd love to see you around here more often. But first, we are going to be taking a look at Be Alive by the Queen, Beyoncé. Let's take a look at what she's up to with her vocal technique. This is an entrance.
Feels so good to be alive. Got all my family by my side. Couldn't wipe this black off if I tried. That's why I lift my head with pride. Oscars. I want you to tell these people where we are. City of Compton. Yeah, I think you can sing it like you mean it. Tell them where we are. City of Compton. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Now break it down now.
Okay, I am well aware that this is probably right at the beginning of the song, but holy shit. Brain just exploded. This is a masterpiece. What a way to introduce everyone that is a part of this song and make it a real team effort. And actually, if you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend that you check out on Netflix, Homecoming. I don't know if it's still on there. This woman is the perfect example of how hard work and determination will get you to your goals. Absolutely incredible. We're just going to go back when she says, "Now, ladies," and have a look at that run there because the accuracy is just mwah.
Oh. Ladies, sing. Footprints in the sky. Yeah, it feels good. Be alive. It feels good. Be alive. It feels good. Got a million.
Oh, so stunning. That level of accuracy takes a lot of practice and determination. And if you're someone who's looking to improve their riffs and runs, then I highly recommend Natalie Weiss has a wonderful new online course available. But you can check out her channel up here. If I can link it, I hope I can. She's absolutely fantastic at teaching riffs and runs. I'll also pop some links in the description of my favorite warm-ups and things like that I really recommend to students, because there's the Aussie vocal coach. He's also really fantastic. And if you're looking to improve your riffs and runs, agility, intonation, pitching, breath control, they all come together with riffs and runs. And I would really recommend that you start looking to sing all of your scales and your arpeggios and looking at perfecting your chords. And pentatonic scales are actually really great to practice when you're looking to create more interesting runs. The pentatonic just immediately sounds very, very cool. So let's go back on that because we have to look at that. Oh, yeah. Beyoncé is just out of this world. Incredible.
Feels good. It feels good. I got a million miles on me. They want to see how far I go. They want to see how far I go. The path was never paved with gold. Yeah, we worked and built this on our own. Ain't nobody knock it if they tried. This is hustle personified. Look how we've been fighting to stay alive. So when we win, we will have pride. Do you know how much we have cried? How hard we had to fight. It feels so.
It almost feels criminal to cut up the song. I know that I'm going to go and watch this from the beginning to the end, all in one go, so I can really appreciate the masterpiece that is this performance. So I'm going to pop a link in the description below. I really recommend that you go and do that. But we want to have a look at her vocal technique as well. Da, 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 da. When we hear Beyoncé, we often think that's quite a low note, but you'll be surprised it's quite high. So we've got the A above middle C is actually right around that passaggio for the female voice. Well, the female voice has 2 or 3 passaggios depending on how high you can sing and how low you can sing. But around that A, B flat, B range is really where that chest voice register needs to have something else happen in order to flip up over into that head voice register. That A might actually be a bit of a struggle for you. So maybe take this song down half a step if you're looking to sing this. This is a great song to work on that chest register. But we're going to go into an exercise as to how you can really improve that chest register part of your voice a little bit more to the end, because let's just keep on swooning over this.
Do you know how much we have cried? How hard we had to fight. It feels so good. I got all my sisters by my side. I got all my sisters by my side. Black or beautiful dress. I lift my head with pride. While you're sitting on top of the world again. I got a million miles on me. They want to see how far I go. They want to see how far I go.
Okay, we just have to go back to that part where she flipped up into that falsetto, just so you know what I'm talking about.
Got all my sisters by my side. Black or beautiful dress. I lift my head with pride.
That was an absolutely fantastic flip up into the falsetto. Now, that's actually something that anybody can manage to do, because in the natural voice, that's what wants to occur. So as we go up over that area that I was saying was the passaggio, what wants to happen is this: we've got this A, and it wants to flip up into that falsetto sound. So it means that the vocal folds open. Now, that is a protection mechanism of the voice, because why on earth would we want to go up there? It's just creating pressure, and the voice is like, we want to protect ourselves. And if you're looking to improve that, I always like to tell students to think about being a donkey, and kind of overdo it as well with that flip. So you can then refine it out and maybe not go, and shift so much air through the vocal folds, but you can do, and make that flip not as heavy in a way, or not so donkey-like. But I'm not calling Beyonce a donkey. That's going to be like Zoe. Definitely not saying that she's doing that. Just absolutely stunning. For you, yeah. Oh, this is so amazing. Again, though, it's really around those couple of notes. Sounds low, doesn't it? D. That's a D over an octave above middle C. It's up here. That's high. Like to hit it in that really lovely thick fold or chest voice sound. Now, thicker vocal folds means greater resistance to the breath, means a bigger sound pressure wave, which means a louder sound. And that's what we're hearing with Beyoncé. You've got that as well with that, it feels so good to be alive. Again, first time listening to the song, but you've got that growl going on, or that rattle, and that's created with the arytenoids rocking or knocking together at that point. Now you need to think a little bit of relaxation at that moment and think cookies. I always think of the Cookie Monster. And it's not about like, because otherwise you're just going to sound like you need to lift something heavy or push something out, and you're not going to make that. So just as a note, if you scratch, catch, or have the feeling that you need to cough, please stop immediately, drink some water, do some gentle lax box exercises. So something like that. I've got my brand new Ravox tube here. I'll pop a link in the description below. I absolutely love these things. And you don't have to do it with water. You can do a little and take the larynx nice and low just to relieve any of that pressure. This is beautiful.
Are you sitting on top of the world again? I got a million miles on me. They want to see how far I go. They want to see how far I go. The path was never paved with gold. We fought and built this on our own. Sitting on top of the world again,
Oh, stunning. Beyonce is just absolutely amazing, and I'm loving this performance. Isn't it just stunning? Let me know down in the comments, though, if you are a huge Beyonce fan. What is your favorite song out of her back catalog? Because I'm definitely torn. I'm loving this one, but I have my favorites. I'll see you in the comments. Now, I did say that I was going to go into an exercise about how you can get better thick fold. The way in which that you can really work on the thick vocal folds is I want you to check out my Singing 101 video up here, because I go through glottal onsets and working on that. But if you want a really specific video about thick vocal folds, chest voice, let me know down in the comments, because I'd love to do one for you if it's something that you're interested in. But so you want to start with the glottal onset. So doing that E, A, Ah, O, Ooh. And then you want to start with speaking the text out loud. So it feels so good to be alive. And really having that feeling of what does it feel like when I'm speaking these words out loud in my accent? So it feels so good to be alive. Great. I'm feeling vibrations. Wonderful. It's not, it feels so good to be alive. Yeah. I'm having that lovely thick vocal fold contact. And then you're going to sing that on pitch. So it feels so good to be alive. Now that is quite high. And as I was saying before, sometimes when you hear Beyonce, you're like, wow, that's a really low note. And it's really not. She actually sings quite high. And that could be due to a number of factors. So the timbre of the voice is affected by the size of the larynx, but it's also affected by the larynx height. So she might be singing with a slightly lower larynx, and then that would create a darker tone. So it feels so good to be alive. And immediately my voice sounds a little bit rounder, maybe a little bit more resonant, you could say, because I am gaining resonance with taking the larynx a little bit lower. I am kind of boosting the range of the resonance as well. But I don't go there just yet. Work on speaking on pitch. And if this is a little bit too high for you, take the pitch down or take the key down of the song down and then work your way up to the original key. But we couldn't even begin to scratch the surface of how amazing this song is, and I'm loving that there's not vocal acrobatics and everything like that. As I said, I think sometimes the hardest things to sing are the simple songs. But if you've enjoyed this video, I'd love to see you back here around more often. I'd love to see you around here more often, because I love vocal technique. I hope you love vocal technique. Hit that subscribe button. My brand new online singing course, The Fundamentals of Singing, is also available. Check out the link in the description below. We cover the first 10 singing lessons that you would experience in a singing studio. Beyonce, mwah! I am so excited to see more videos of her, because I know that she disappeared for a while there. But I'll see you around here next time. Ka kite ano.